In the world of espionage, some missions are impossible, and here at SafeHouse Chicago, their O.O.M.G burger challenge just might be one of them, which includes a towering cheeseburger made with 15 3.5-ounce beef patties, which each layer of beef comes with a ton of cheese. And if that's not enough cheese for you, there's also 2 pounds of their cheese curds. And along with those 2 items is one final target, 51 ounces of their proprietary code beer. I'll have 1 hour to take out this target. Fail to do so, and I'm paying $75 for the meal. But if my mission is successful, I'll get the entire meal free, as well as some secret merch, and I'll get a spot up on their wall of fame. Operation O.O.M.G starts now.
4, 3, 2,
We have the green light. The mission is a go. Welcome to another food adventure, where I'm attempting to take down this O.O.M.G burger challenge, which includes, literally, the cheesiest cheeseburger I have ever seen. If it wasn't for that top bun, I would have just assumed this is a big old blob of cheese. It is incredible.
I feel like he's already consumed as many cheese curds as I would be good with. Oh yeah, I'd be done by now. Yeah, that's enough.
Alright, I need to debrief you on a field report for this particular mission, as I was in Chicago meeting friends. You'll see them from time to time, providing some lighting for this darker restaurant. And we've also got my tech specialist, Rick, on camera, as I didn't have my normal setup here because I was trying to keep this as a low-profile operation with bare bones equipment, because I had intel that this challenge was recently updated, which was reducing the number of cheese slices per patty from 3 to 1, which would make this a game changer. And let's be honest here, it would also make it an actual burger, instead of some crazy, cheesy monstrosity. But, unfortunately, word got back to the chefs that this wasn't my first rodeo, and my cover was blown. So they gave me the original version, with all 45 slices of cheese.
What a clean boy. Look at him. So clean. Let's go, Mitch!
My first objective in this mission: take out those cheese curds. I'd rather eat them first while they're still warm and don't have time to cool off. Texture-wise, they're actually great. The deep-fried outer layer introduces you to that light, crispy crunch. Then you're hit with the soft, melted cheese inside. And as for the taste, well, I gotta keep it real, it wasn't the best. The cheese just seemed average and wasn't anything to write home about, but the biggest problem, they were incredibly, and I mean incredibly, salty, which was making each next bite I took a bigger struggle. It also created a mental battle of trying not to make use of my drinks more than I needed. I wish I was done with the cheese curds at this point. Truth be told, I don't think I've ever had flavor fatigue sink in so fast, but I'm determined to grind through them as I continue on, picking up a few at a time, then going to town and sending them down. This wasn't something I really wanted to do, especially since I'm only 8 minutes in, but I made the decision to put the remaining cheese curds off to the side and focus my attention on that absolutely ridiculous cheeseburger. And just as a side note, if you're wondering about the beer, generally speaking, I prefer to save that towards the end, and I am fully aware I could be drinking it with the food, but it's just one of those odd, this is what works best for me.
This is fun to watch. When he starts smashing the burger patties, this is great.
My buddy Rick, he knows what's about to happen as I start peeling apart globs of cheese, which becomes the first time I can officially confirm that in fact there are beef patties under this thing. Now, Now, just like I was with the cheese curds, I'm giving you my 100% honest opinion when it comes to this cheeseburger. Man, it was delicious. The cheese itself was incredible, which was completely unexpected, especially after those cheese curds. And the beef patties were juicy, tender, and packed full of flavor. And as you've seen earlier in the video, it passes the cheese pull test with flying colors. Now granted, each bite was basically small bits of beef drowning in melted cheese, but that savory combination was so good. It even acted as a cleanser to my palate from those over-salted curds earlier. However, as good as this was, there was a whole lot to tackle here. And I swear, as I kept eating, it kept regrowing and regenerating, making it feel like I was making zero progress. It's only been 15 minutes, but I feel like I've been at this for hours. The struggle is starting to sink in, as my stomach starts having a hard time dealing with the massive amounts of lactose from the cheese, and the intense flavors from the salt and sodium are still lingering. So looking to counteract those flavors, I deploy one of my most trusted assets during these missions, Diet Coke. Even though I prefer having it towards the end of a challenge, I was starting to get desperate, hoping to use its cool, crisp, and sweeter refreshing flavors to neutralize those saltier flavors attacking my taste buds. And while technically, I still have plenty of time to complete the mission, I know that's a bit misleading, because the longer I take, the more time this burger has to cool off. And if all that cheese starts solidifying, it's gonna be much harder for me to eat, putting me in a very compromised position.
Shake that food down.
I can almost promise you, there is absolutely no amount of shaking in this world I can do that's going to help me deal with that massive amount of cheese, which at this point is going down like a thick, slow sludge. I appreciate you hyping up the crowd, because honestly, for someone like myself who's all about having a good, fun, foodie time, I was so zoned into this challenge, with my music blasting in my ears, I didn't even notice. And also, if you're enjoying your time watching this video, don't forget to leave a little magic of your own by hitting the like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel for more fun food adventure videos.
After that one, he went to those places. Thank you.
I reload with a new, fresh Diet Coke to swap out my current one, which has become lukewarm and flat.
I'm not full, but I feel great. Power through.
Believe me, I'm trying. But dealing with the increasing flavor fatigue and the dairy warfare taking place inside my stomach, it's a lot easier said than done.
Let's go, Mitch!
Every bite feels heavier than the last. The cheese that tasted so good 20 minutes ago now tastes like a brick wall. I'm doing my best to chew through it all, but it feels like I'm stalling out, and my body's begging me to stop.
Go, Mitch. Come on, Mitch. You got this.
I hate to say it, but sometimes there's a moment in a challenge where you just realize you pushed it as hard as you could, gave it the good old college try, but it wasn't enough to complete the mission. Knowing I wouldn't be able to finish, I had to call it quits, roughly 46 minutes in.
Good try.
Obviously, not the outcome I wanted, but I can only blame myself. But this adventure doesn't stop here. Because I had failed this challenge, my friends decided, as punishment, I would have to take that 51 ounces of beer and in less than 1 minute, go to town and send it down.
Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. New videos every so often, assuming I make it out of this alive. I feel like utter garbage.